Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your teacher speaking, Mr. Marvel, and I'm making this video just for you. Now, I know you just watched a video over what's right in front of you right now, subject pronouns, but I wanted to do a quick review just to make sure things are clarified. Now, I'm going to go over these real quick. I'm going to pronounce them and make sure you know what each one means. And it would be a good idea to take notes and bring those to class next period because we will be using this throughout the year. This is the base of conjugations. If you don't know how to use these subject pronouns right in front of you, you're going to struggle through conjugations for the rest of your Spanish years. So, we have yo, means I, tú, you, él, he, ella, she, usted, you, nosotros and nosotras mean we, ellos and ellas mean they, and ustedes means y'all, so you plural. So let me clarify something. Nosotros and nosotras both mean we, but you use them at different times. When you have nosotros, you're talking either about all men or men and women. When you have nosotras, it's always all women. Now, if you have ellos, same way as above, ellos is all men or all men and women. Ellas is always all women. Now, why do we have subject pronouns? Let's think about it in English. Let's set these aside here just for a second. So here are our subject pronouns in English. Now, words like he. Why is it important? Well, if I was having a conversation with you about a guy named Enrique, now Enrique obviously is a he. Now, I could just use Enrique's name through the whole conversation. Hey, did you know Enrique went to the store? Yeah, I heard that Enrique went to the store. What did Enrique buy? Enrique bought 3 gallons of milk. He really likes, not he, but Enrique really likes milk. You see, when we're in a conversation, we want to use the word he because it just saves us time. So that's why we have them. Same thing with she. Instead of saying Julia throughout the whole conversation, I can replace her name with she. And that's why we have them in Spanish also. So in Spanish, instead of saying Enrique all the time, I can say él, he. Instead of saying Julia all the time, I can say ella, she. Now let's look at some of these other words like we and they and y'all, some of these plural words. What words would we use? What words would these take the place of? So in a sentence, if I was saying estrella y yo. Okay, now remember, make sure you can see this. Estrella, we know that's a she. Y means and yo. Estrella and I. What's another way to say Estrella and I? I don't want to just say Estrella and I went to the store, Estrella and I bought milk, and then Estrella and I went to the movies, and Estrella and I saw Spider-Man. Instead, we want to use the word we. Then we went to the store, then we bought milk, and we went to see Spider-Man. It's the same thing in Spanish. We want to use, instead of estrella y yo, we want to use nosotros or nosotras. Now here we have to decide, are we going to use nosotros or nosotras? Now estrella is a girl. Yo, well, I'm a male, so I will always use nosotros because I'm included and I'm a man. But if a girl was saying this, estrella y yo, and yo was a girl, I was a girl, we would use nosotras. Okay, so let's look at this in a slightly different way. Let's put this back here. And remember, you can rewind this at any point to clarify. Just give me a second. Let me put this back in order. So why do we need to know yo, tú, él, ella, and usted? And they're in a particular order here. Why do we want to know this order? Well, I'm sure you've all seen something very similar to this. Now, you may not be able to see this completely on your screen, but I'm going to show you in parts at least. Okay, so let's look at these words. Bailo, como, and escribo. These words come from a different word. They come from bailar, which means to eat. Comer, to dance. Comer, I'm getting ahead of myself, means to eat. Escribir means to write. Notice the endings. AR, ER, and IR. Your verbs will always have an infinitive that ends in AR, ER, or IR. Always. If it ends in AR, ER, or IR, it is always a verb. So, bailar means to dance. But in a sentence, I can't just say I to dance, she to eat, we to write. I have to change these words, just like we do in English. So, if I want to say I dance, remember, bailar means to dance. So, yo, and we change it, the ending, to an O instead of the AR. Yo bailo. I eat. Yo como. I write. Yo escribo. Let's look at the other ones. Tú bailas. The ending is changed. It's no longer O, it's an AS. And by the way, this is an AR verb. These others, this one is an ER. So the ending is slightly different. With ER verbs, it's tú comes. Él come, he eats. Ella come, she eats. Usted come, you eat. Again, up here. Nosotros bailamos. Remember, nosotros means we, so we dance. Nosotros or nosotras comemos. We eat. We're down here. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Ellos, they bailan. Ending is an. They dance. They eat. Escribir means to write. So, yo escribo, I write. Tú escribes, you write. Él escribe, he writes. Ella escribe, she writes. Usted escribe, you write. We write. And here, they write. Or you plural, y'all write. So let's do a little bit of practice in the, together, and then you're going to try to do some on your own. Okay. I'm going to try to leave this here. So, I want to say, I dance. Remember your word for to dance. Bailar, bailar, to dance. So, we have to change the ending. We lose this ending, and what do we get? Oh. Yo bailo. I dance. Now what if I want to say, we dance? Which one was it? Bailamos. We dance. Now you're probably not going to have this chart memorized and what each word means. That's why you need to write it down. Because eventually you will have it memorized and you won't have to worry about those notes. But in the beginning you need those notes. So that is the introduction to subject pronouns and how to conjugate. We are going to talk about this next time in class and to clarify any questions. Hopefully you took notes. You need to bring those notes to class to prove that you watched the video, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.